Hey YouTube, how's it going? Red Baron here flying at you with yet another Elestrals video. Today I wanted to show you guys what I've been working on. I've been wanting to make a more viable Thunder deck currently. Right now, Thunder doesn't, it has a really good mechanics, a lot of good effects. You have Spark Kick, which allows you to look at your opponent's hand and discard a card, which gives you hand knowledge, which is crucial in most competitive gameplays. You have Ass Rabbit, which is one of your toolboxes, which allows you to look at the top three and choose one and add it to your hand, which is great. Ryceris, which as a 1-drop 2/4, it's really strong. Your opponents, if they're not enchanted with a Thunder Spirit, they cannot attack the first turn. So, but the main thing now with Thunder is it has a lot of good effects, but the stats aren't that great. So I try to fix that with this current deck that I have to try to either keep them on the field long enough to drop either Sonicore or long enough to drop a Leica Vault. Now, with most Thunder decks that are running like Vault, I am running 3 Pups. These are for deck thinning. So quickly get these to the graveyard, and if you draw him, I don't know. Hopefully you avoid all the traps. But then again, with traps, you have Thunderstorm. You just have to use them more precisely. Careful when you use them. And then for the most part, you can dodge traps with Sonicore. But for everything else, or if you don't have Sonicore on the field, you'll have to use Thunderstorm. So my hope here is to set up the field with Ryceris. Hopefully don't have an out. Well, it's actually really hard. A lot to out with just Thunder. So this should survive. If you're playing Ryceris turn 1, it definitely survives till turn 2. Unless they first turn draw a hammer. Now, we have Zeus here, who's obviously, he's there to supplement the lack of strength, obviously, of the Thunder deck. It'll help them get over any of the grass 1 cost, which are really strong right now. Average strength of a 1-drop for grass is, for earth, excuse me, is 4. And then obviously for Spark It. And then, so my tech that I added 3 Tsunamis and 3 Galaxias. Now, the reasoning for Galaxia is there are about 3 different cards which have big defenses for Thunder. Or excuse me, just 2. But they're the 2 that you kind of want to stay on the field as long as possible. So if you have Galaxia, Ass Rabbit turns into a 4/2. And then so does Ryceris, which is above normal stats, which is good. So you're just losing to anything like normal stuff. Vyceris, you're losing to Sorlet, you're losing to Nekruff, and that's about it, I believe. So those are the 3 that you're at the watch out for. But I mean, if you're running Vyceris turn 1, your opponent summons something, you can either poison tip arrow it, and if that happens, if you summon Galaxia turn 2, you just feel good. You're sitting on the field with a 5/2 and a 4/2, and your opponent can't attack you first turn. Those are fairly strong. Now, and as we get into the mid to late game, you want to try to summon your Sonic Cores as much as possible to stop the activation of Shield or any future PTAs. And then you have the Tsunamis. Tsunamis will help you with the field control that Thunder really needs right now. Originally I did have Boombat in here, but for what I wanted to do, it was pretty slow, and Thunder. It's going to be more of a tech card. It'll see the sideboard. Definitely will be put in my sideboard, but as a main deck, it will not see action. Of course, I'm running 3 Achilles, only 2 PTAs. We'll see how that goes. I want to add a third in here, but I've yet to figure out what to take out for it. Maybe just run 1 like a Vault? I haven't decided. The golden apples. I run 2 golden apples in here, obviously for Ampup. So Ampup stats are definition of middle. So you feel really bad actually normal casting these because they can't really get over anything. They can't really stop anything from tacking into it. So you'll want to use it with Golden Apple of Discord, or I guess a lot of people call it Grapple or Gapple. So you'll just use it and discard the Ampup that you draw, and then to force them to discard a card and mill the top 2. I wish it was a bit stronger. I get, but this is just to get the cards dead out of your hand. But keep in mind you can activate Ampup's effect even with 0 targets in your within your deck. You just fail to find. So if you wanted to waste an extra Thunder to send it to the Grey Underworld, that's fine. But that just seems like a complete waste. So that's why Gapple's here. You'll just discard it. It'll buff up the Lycris, like Volt. Jeez, I'm all over the place right now. And so it's kind of plussing all over the place because of that. I'm running drops for now instead of Nog. As I mentioned in my other videos, I'm assuming this is going to get nerfed soon. We'll see how it does. I'll keep it in even after the nerf, but we'll see how it does afterwards to see if it's worth it or not. So there you have it. I'm going to do some gameplay later today to see how this runs, but for now, this is my deck. Let me know what you think. I'll catch you all later.